Awawa. For some reason, I'm not in my bedroom. Well, let me just fix that. Boop, boop. There we go. Hi, hi. Hello, everyone. How you doing? Hi, Joe. Hi, Panda. I hope you're both doing well. Joe, it's always great to see you around again. It's been so long since... I know I just saw you a couple days ago in another stream, but it's still always nice to see you pop around. I know you can end up quite busy. And yes, Panda, I am flat today. It's a little easier to do it this way today. But yeah, we're just gonna yap a little bit until Star is here. But yeah, let me just give a little context about today's stream. So, Tundra is a husky that Star here owns. And not long ago, life was wild for a bit, doing better now. Oh, we love to hear it. Yeah, we love it. I'm not gonna press for details or anything. You can share whatever you're comfortable with. But it's just nice to have you back. Anyway, as I was saying, Tundra is Star's husky, and she needed to go to the vet. The vet bill was kind of a lot, so Star was doing a donathon. You know, just to get some money to help out, as one does for their little fur babies. And someone was so generous that they covered literally the entire vet bill. So, I said that if someone did that, then, like, as kind of like a punishment type of thing. Oh. Shavitz, thank you so much for the biddies! Nom 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 nom. Yeah, someone was so nice to cover the cost of the whole vet bill, so I said that I would play a game that... basically like a punishment game. Now, I don't have a lot of money, so I don't have access to a lot of these punishment-type games, but I know a lot of people would like seeing, like, the kind of the pain and suffering that comes with getting over it, especially when I'm so limited in my mouse movement because of my setup. So, that's why, in honor of Tundra, I am going to be playing Getting Over It. Also, Shavit, don't think I don't see the Captain Cam emote. Airship Captain turned Comfy Gardener. Yeah, we love Cam in these parts. Every now and then I like to pop in, and it's always nice to hear from her. I really hope I can get her to perform at the SummerSlam concert in June. It would be fantastic. Yeah, Tundra's doing so much better. And I mean, once, like, Star comes in, like, I'll let her give a little more context as to, like, the specifics. But yeah, she said it'll be about 5 to 10 more minutes. Her mom just dropped off the other puppy, Aries, so Star's getting her all settled in. Aw, Panda, you're a little sick? Oh, that's up. You've just got a gift sub from someone in her stream. The emotes are adorable. Absolutely. Yeah, we love Cam. Honestly, if I ever had the chance to meet Cam, I would, because she's just that cool. And Joe is just saying that he's happy to see all his friends from years ago. Had to step away for a while, but trying to be more active again. Hope I'm doing good. I am doing good. Actually, Joe, you're gonna you might enjoy this, but actually, coming up in May, I am going to Europe for the first time. Now, ain't that gonna be something? Yeah, I'm heading to Vienna for 10 days. So during the month of May, my activity, at least for streams, is gonna be a little funky. I might end up recording some stuff and having them uploaded. Panda, I do not make enough money to take anyone with me. Yeah, traveling is so fun. Honestly, part of it was just me talking out of my butt, but I am a woman of my word. I said that if Austria won Eurovision for 2025, then next year I would go there. Well, I didn't. When I said there, I meant just specifically Vienna to visit my friends there. JJ won. Yeah, JJ with his there. I'll just go with there. With their opera won Eurovision, and so I'm going to Vienna. And Joe's dream trip is to Japan. That never changed. Oh yeah, Japan is great. Cyan and her husband are going to be going to Japan for their honeymoon. Yeah. Let me shout her out. Let me try that again. There we go. I must have just missed a letter when I was typing. Gotta take tons of pics and try new things? I will. I even actually have a vlogging camera. So, I plan to, like, even film some of it. I'm gonna need to mess around with a few settings? Hey, Shavitz, thank you for the 2,000 point donation to unlock the P.O. box. Heck yeah, let's go. Yeah, if we can hit the total, then...
So that's your plan!
Yeah, that's my plan, Joe. Yeah, I very much plan on... I'm gonna be taking, like, vlogs, but I heard that apparently I can connect my vlogging camera to my phone for audio, and then get, like, a wireless lapel mic that connects to my phone. So then, instead of having to hold my phone close or anything, I can wear it right on my... basically right, like, close to my neck. It should give me slightly better quality, and Panda saying that he needs to watch Miraculous Ladybug Season 6. Panda, guess what, guess what, guess what? So, I found out that, not in my city, but in one of the other major cities here, Christina V is going to be appearing at a convention. Okay, I won't tell you about the convention. Fine, be that way. Oh, Joe finally started streaming on TikTok. Heck yeah. I've got a bunch of stuff that I record and it's being edited. So, expect a lot of, like, TikTok and YouTube short stuff coming. And I also learned some CapCut stuff of my own. Alright, Panda, I'm not going to that specific convention just because of timing. However, it is part of Fan Expo, which has conventions across, like, the US and Canada. So, where I live actually does have a Fan Expo. She hasn't been announced as a guest there yet, because that's not until, like, fall time. And this one that was just announced is for April. But, because they're part of the same, like, network of conventions, they pretty much always use the same guests. So, any guest who's there at, you know, one in February, April, whatever, they will also be at the ones later in the year. Which means finally, I'll get to see Christina V. I have so much stuff I want to have her sign. It's not even funny. But I don't know if I'll have her sign all of it. What I might do is possibly just get, like, a picture with her and have one thing signed. If I could find, like, a Polaroid-type camera, oh, how cool would that be? Like, they could take the picture, it'll print out, and then have her sign that? Oh, I would frame that. That would be a great memory. Or I could have her sign one of my games, or one of my skate decks. Or I do have, like... I have a bunch of Shantae merch I could have her sign if I wanted to. Yeah, I would blast her so much money just having her sign stuff. Alright. Let me just double check to make sure that they can properly hear your audio. Okay. Let's just hear you talk for a moment.
Hello, Pinky's community. I hope you are all well.
There we go. Yeah, so...
I am Chaos.
Yes, this is Star. She's one of my favorite bundles of chaos. Don't let the cute little PNG and her just flopped on a slime. Don't let it fool you. She will commit arson.
Which is ironic, because I'm a water nymph.
But yeah, I told chat a little bit about, like what the stream is for, but if you want to give, you know, a few more details, then you are more than willing to talk. Oh, and Joe from chat is saying that he has to go take his mom to urgent care.
Hopefully your mom's okay and it's nothing serious.
Yeah, let me know how she is. I think you're in my Discord, but if not, there is the link.
Yeah, this stream is because Pinky offered...
And thus... Hold on.
I'm gonna play this game and I'm going to hang out.
Alright. Part of that was cut off, but I seem to have the audio fixed. So, yeah. I was the incentive for Tundra. And yes, I know there won't be any sound. Because I have Star here, plus my music for my BGM is great.
I feel like I would last 5 seconds in this game and never touch it again.
Well, my community hit the sub goal for me to play this.
Hey, 2 birds, 1 stone. We love that.
I mean, I've already played it, but I'm playing it again. Joe says, Telstar is always great to meet a fellow arsonist.
Likewise. Plus, the easiest solution to everything is set it on fire. If fire doesn't fix it, it's hopeless.
Alright, so what you're telling me is, if I want to revive Mufasa, I should set him on fire.
Yeah. Because, I mean, come on, there's the whole phoenix thing. Bird dies, goes up in flames, reborn from the ashes.
Hi, CJ.
The logic is there.
I mean, it's not the worst I've heard. Alright, I'm still kind of familiarizing myself. Okay. I just hit some trash. Hey chat, your waifu is trash. Unless it's me. My
What
days...
about husbandos?
Husbandos are always valid.
Okay.
Especially if they're the savage Uncle Sylvie.
Sylvie's not my husbando, Eric is, but Sylvie is the favorite uncle.
Oh
no,
yeah,
no
no.
Sylvie hate allowed.
Yeah, no, you're not allowed to hate Sylvie.
If you hate Sylvie, something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with anyone that hates that guy.
He's so great. I've actually commissioned him a couple times.
Yeah, I mean, all he wants to do is just go around the world and bring smiles to people's faces.
He's literally just me. Except more European. I'm stuck between a rock and a rock.
Aries, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure dogs can't have store-bought Jell-O.
Probably not.
He's eyeing my cup of Jell-O.
And yes, I know, I am doing the rainbow motion. You forget, I have very little room to actually move my mouse. Like, I'm working with less than an inch of movement.
I can guarantee you're doing better than I would be.
Ah!
My timing and depth perception are just non-existent.
Yeah, this would work so much better if I had, like, a wireless mouse or something.
Well, let's get a wireless mouse on your throne.
Okay, I am currently stuck halfway inside of a rock. I don't dislike wireless mice. What would be the proper plural for specifically a computer mouse?
I think most people just say mice. I mean, I have 2 computer mice. Exact same one, just different color. One's white and one's blue. I had a purple one, but I think some part of its wiring got messed up and I can't get all 4 screws out. Because it keeps, like, double-clicking anytime I click something.
Yeah, that sounds like something internal.
Yeah, it's either wiring or, like, there's debris in it. But I can't open it up to find out which, so I just said, fuck it, we're buying a new mouse.
Coincidentally, I still have my screwdriver next to me from when I took my PC apart.
God, I don't even want to open my regular computer. It's probably got like an inch of dust inside it at this point.
Star! Ugh. That's it.
I'm afraid I'm gonna break it.
I'm coming over.
Yeah, anyone else can open it up. It's just one of those like basic ones. You can't even see inside it. I'd rather have someone else do it. I'm gonna break it, knowing my luck. No. Joe, I will say the wireless mice I have, the batteries last forever, even if you leave the mouse on all the time. I think I only have to change the battery in this, like, twice a year. And it only takes 1 AA.
Alright, Panda, I need to know, what is this so-called mission of yours? Alright, Joe, I don't want any excuses. I did 4 years of streaming with only 8 gigs of RAM. If anything, I would say
I mean, I did.
CPU and GPU.
I did 3 years with 12 gigabytes of RAM.
Yeah, people seem to
I just looked at
They put in, like, so much. Hey, Jaybird! Yes, we're getting over it. Welcome
I think
in.
I think the gaming computer has like 16 gigabytes of RAM or so.
Hey, and March is here. Hello, March. And hi, Shadow. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. This is the lovely Star, who I am here, suffering on her behalf, for Tundra.
Because unlike me, Pinky is the angel.
We complement each other. Star will cause chaos, and I will be there to clean up the mess.
Yep.
I mean, we've known each other for a few years now.
Yeah,
So,
I think we're going on 2 or 3 years.
something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Because I know you weren't one of my regulars in my first year of streaming, but I'm pretty sure you like popped up when I started the Dragon Quest 11 stream, which was like roughly between my 2nd and 3rd year.
Yeah, I was
We're
just
in our
kind of
4th year
looking.
now.
Yeah, like, I was just looking at people in the category. I saw you and I was like, ooh, a VTuber playing Dragon Quest? It's my lucky day. And
There's so many Dragon Quests on my like 2 playlist and 2 finish list. You got your Final Fantasy Square Enix people and your Kingdom Hearts Square Enix people, and then there's just me like, I'm just gonna play Dragon Quest.
although I did find out, when Dark Prince was like new and they were doing video ads and stuff, I saw that they actually had like an official Square Enix like partnered VTuber.
Huh.
Yeah, so I found her and I gave her a follow. I'm not watching her currently because she is going through 7 Reimagined. And, like...
I'll get to that one eventually.
Yeah, like, I'm kind of trying not to avoid too many spoilers for it. Because I know that I
probably won't get that one until like summer at the earliest.
I might be getting it in April. Because my friend and I, like, we usually transfer each other money for, like, gifts.
Yeah.
Even though, like, we haven't actually met yet, but, like, we have mutual friends that I have met in person, and he just lives, like, in the next province over. And we've known each other for 10 years. So, like, it's not weird or anything. He's even on my family plan.
Yeah, kind of like how me and Slats are. Because me and Slats are in the same state, and we've known each other since, like, for almost 15 years now.
Yeah, to this day,
We have all our personal info.
Yeah, to this day, I don't even know what state you're in, other than I know you're east, and something about an
I'm
island.
in the northeast. Yeah, I'm on an island in the northeast, but there's a lot of islands up here.
Yeah, and I mean, we don't learn American geography much in Canada.
That's okay. Americans don't learn any geography. Okay. Some Americans don't even realize America is a continent and technically not a country.
Pinky meet and greet when? Depends on, like, the next convention I'm going to? Okay. I've made it this far. So
Wait,
now...
Panda. Yeah. It's a continent.
Yeah, most people
America.
just shorten USA to America.
Yeah. Yep. But no, it's a continent. Technically, too, because you have North America and South America.
Well,
The continent.
I
Just
fell
like
down.
Europe, the continent. Europe is also not a country, it's a continent.
Well, I'm pretty much back at the beginning.
I haven't been to an anime convention since 2019.
Anna, you could not give me a piggyback ride, I guarantee that.
I got someone to give me a piggyback ride at an anime convention, and all I had to do was take my wig off.
Yeah, you could give Star a piggyback ride, but you are not strong enough to give me a piggyback ride.
I don't like walking.
Alright, Panda, how much can you safely lift and carry on your back?
I'm only 111 pounds. I'm light as a feather.
Yeah, I am way too heavy. But apparently, with the diet I'm on for, like, the transition, because of how, like, hormones and stuff work,
Yep.
I should actually end up losing a good amount of weight as well as increasing the key nutrition that I need. Panda says safely probably 100. Lamau. I'm gonna tell you now, I weigh more than twice of what Star does. But
Well,
also,
I hope if you do lose weight, you get to a weight you're comfortable with. I know in my case, I danced for joy when I gained weight, but I've always been underweight. I used to weigh 90 pounds.
yeah, like, if I need to, like, actually have, like, a specific weight, I would probably want to be, like, 150 pounds.
I get that. When I was underweight, because I used to struggle, like, keeping weight, like, eating was never an issue, okay? Even as a teenager, I'd eat an entire pizza by myself. But, like, keeping it was the issue. But, like, my ideal weight was always, like, 110 minimum.
But I will say, apparently, between, like, last January and then the January that just passed, I ended up losing, like, 11 pounds? And that was without the, like, altered diet?
That's not bad, I think.
No, that's actually pretty decent, because the altered diet should actually have me lose more, which isn't the intention. The intention is just,
It's just a side effect of it.
yeah, pretty much. Like, they told me, you know, increase my, well, they want me to increase, like, my morning protein. So, pretty much the diet that I'm on now is 2 hard-boiled eggs in the morning and a banana. And then, they weren't concerned about, like, my dinner, which is usually, it'll be, like, chicken or something similar. And then, either, you know, like, chicken, rice, and, like, some pickles or carrots. Or even just, like, chicken and vegetables. Or, you know, I'll do, like, a really good pasta. And have, like, some kind of protein with that. And top it off with, like, mushrooms. I've actually been learning kind of how to improve my pasta cooking skills because of the Italian girl.
I'm pretty sure the way I cook pasta would make most Italians ban me from the stovetop.
Alright, you need to tell me how you cook it.
Okay, well, I turn the sink on. I get really hot, steamy hot water. I put it in the pan. I put the pan on top of the stove. I turn the stovetop off. I put a good amount of salt in the water because I might be white, but I'm not a heathen. Then I just take the angel hair pasta. I guesstimate how much I'm gonna eat. I break it in half and I just put it in the pot before it starts boiling.
Honestly,
I don't wait for it to boil.
Up until you mentioned breaking it, you were doing fine.
I break it in half because I don't know. My brain says it's not gonna cook evenly. You're gonna have half of it be too soft and the other half not soft enough.
We'll blame the autism for that one.
Yeah, well, it's also I'm cooking like a soup pan, so it's not it's not very tall. Because I think most when they cook pasta, they do it in a taller pot. Yeah, that's how I do it. I skip the boiling water step. It cooks faster. I like having it cook until it's soft enough that you don't even have to chew.
Yeah, that would also probably upset the Italians. Alright, new checkpoint.
It upsets my brother that I don't use sauce when I eat my pasta. I just use grated cheese.
I mean, that just comes down to personal preference.
Yep. The look he gave me, though, it's the look you give like a crazy person. It's just like, just that look that says, "What's wrong with you?"
Alright, to be fair though, I've heard the stories of your brother. I will very much judge him. Wait, which brother is this? Is this?
That was my younger brother.
Okay, so...
That's the one that's the dad of my niece.
Okay, so the good brother.
Yeah, not the one I rage vented about the other day. That's the older one. The older one judges me and my mom because every time he comes upstairs to take something from our fridge and he can't find it, he just goes, "How come you guys don't have any, like, we didn't have mayonnaise because me and my mom don't eat mayonnaise. Okay, we don't use it, so why would we buy it?" And he's like, "How do you guys not have this?" It's just like, because we don't use it.
Which is very valid.
Like, why would we buy something we don't use? You didn't tell us you needed it, so why would we have it?
Yeah, and kind of based on just what you've told me about, like, your family, like, if it was on a grocery list, you guys would have bought it and just been like, okay, whatever.
And, like, we do. Like, if we go to the grocery store and even if he's not home, my mom will text him, like, saying, "Hey, do you need anything? We're going to the grocery store." Yeah, he's judged us for not having mayo and not having ranch dressing. He judges us for a lot. But that's okay. My therapist approves of my petty plan. She gave the okay to buy itching powder and put it in his bed.
Your therapist sounds awesome.
She's great. I just love that. She's just like, "Yeah, you know what? That sounds like a fine idea. Go ahead." Doesn't even try to talk me out of it. Just instant, like, yeah, that's better than the violence.
I mean, call it a healthy coping mechanism.
One that he can't prove I did anything, because he can't see my Amazon shopping history.
Alright, I am now hanging from a building.
This seems tricky to get over.
My controls are currently inverted as well. Holy sh... I will say, I'm doing a lot better without hearing the game. Probably because the game isn't taunting me.
I was about to say, doesn't this game taunt you?
Like, I can just kind of go brain off mode here.
Some games are best played on mute. I have a 600-page book and a 400-page book that I have to read and finish both of them by Monday.
Why?
Advanced reader copy.
Ah.
I get the book before release day, and I need to have my reviews ready to go on release day.
And, how much of it have you actually read?
Well, we're still only on one book. We're on the stricter one, the 600-page one. I'm like 37% into it. But this one's stricter because the author's going through a PR company, and they're very strict with getting reviews in on time. The other one, I have a little leeway. The other one, I can be like 2 or 3 days late.
Panda's saying words I do not understand. But, oh, Star, this, you might kind of enjoy this, so, randomly, well, not entirely randomly, but, so I'm hosting this charity concert in June, right?
Okay.
And one of the people who applied, like, to sing, I went looking into her stuff, and she's a great singer, but what really ended up being super cool about her is she's Canadian, for one, so heck yeah. And she's actually a published author.
Ooh.
And she's going to, like, she goes to book conventions. Or I guess she calls them fairs. I'm not sure if there's too much of a difference.
Not too much. It just depends on, like, what people want to call them. Like, I've seen some called fair and some called conventions.
But yeah, like, you're definitely not the target demographic for it, but still, finding a VTuber who's also published, I think that's just super cool. When's the Star book coming out?
Writing is not my forte, so never.
I would say you could hire a ghostwriter, but that is expensive.
Yeah, that also. I'm too poor for that.
Yeah, I know exactly one ghostwriter, but I'm seriously considering cutting them off. Because they have... Alright, so not for the, Like, not for her writing, like, in particular, but she's been getting into AI.
Ooh, we actually have some tea on that. I'm gonna let you finish your story first.
So, like, the main thing is, well, I just fell back down to almost the beginning. Anyway, so, the thing is, like, I first caught her using AI art. Not in the book itself, but on her Facebook. Because, I went to high school with her, so it's not weird to have her on social media. But then it's like, you know you know AI is bad, right? And then they're like, it helps me get the ideas out of my brain, and I'm like, please tell me you're not using AI to help you with your writing, you're better than that. I didn't say that, but, like, I am very disappointed, and she hasn't, like, responded about, you know, why she has to use AI in the first place.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think it's a lost cause trying to explain it to those who just, like, are so insistent on like, using it. Like, writing's not my forte, but you don't see me using AI. Drawing's not my forte, and you don't see me using it.
Yeah. One of my other friends had used AI, like, for one of, like, those AI, like, profile pictures, and I'm like, hey, do you have a moment to talk about why AI is bad? And he said, like, yeah, sure, message me, we'll talk about it. And he sounded, I don't know, the tone came off as hostile, but after, like, I calmly explained, like, you know, there are some very bad things about AI, you know, talking about, like, the environmental impact of a data center. You know, using, you know, I think whatever they call a small data center, which I'm not really sure what the actual metric for, not small, sorry, medium. I'm not sure what the actual metric for what classifies as small is, but, sorry, medium. Ugh, I cannot words today. Anyway, that uses around, 5 million gallons of fresh drinking water per year for cooling. So, you know, that's kind of, not a good thing.
Yeah.
And then I explained, you know, like, I made, like, a metaphor comparing AI art to academic integrity and plagiarism. Because that's much easier than saying it steals from artists. So, you know, I explained, like, hey, you know, if you're writing an essay, and you just copy and pasted things, and claim it was your own, you know, you'd be hit with the academic integrity and, you know, plagiarism. So why should AI art be any different? It's getting trained off art that artists do not consent to being used. It's the same as stealing.
And now we've gotten to the point where tracing isn't seen as hazardous and bad. Remember when the worst thing an artist could have done to their art is it being traced?
Yeah, I kind of miss those days.
I know, that's the sad part, where that's how, like, far we've come. In the wrong direction. There actually was, there's an author right now under a lot of heat. I don't know the author's actual name, but they did an interview with this publishing company. And they admitted in the interview that they use various pen names, and they have written over 200 books in the past 2 years using AI because they think it's the future and other people need to get on board or get left behind, but also admitted that they hide behind pen names because they think that people will boycott their books if they don't. So
Well,
everyone in the book community is now all agreeing, like, We'd rather wait a year for a book with personality and consistency than word vomit.
Honestly, I really hope that, like, all their pen names get exposed.
Same, but I feel like since, like, that person admitted, like, how many books they wrote in the past, like, 2 years and, like, made the comment of, readers would rather have books come out back to back than wait 6 months for one to be written. So I think people are going to be looking closely to authors' publication dates. Especially authors that don't, like, say, I'm going to write all 4 of these books then and release them a month apart. Because I know, like, some authors, one I follow, she's doing a saga, and she's been posting snippets of it, but she's been working on it for a couple months. She's almost finished with the last book. But yeah, people are going to be looking to see, like, okay, this author has, like, 20 books. Let's see how close they are release-wise.
And it's... I mean, I'm no pro detective, but probably also look at, like, the actual, like, the publishing companies, because chances are they're gonna be sticking to, like, a very small selection.
Well, we know that she's definitely worked with the Bloom Publishing Company, because that's the one that did the interview. Bloom Books.
It's been a while since I sat down and, like, actually read, like, a novel. I've read some books and, like, some articles here and there, but, like, an actual novel? Now it's been a while.
I read too much. I actually would be finished with the 600-page book I'm reading. I would have been finished with it 2 days ago. I just haven't had time to, like, sit and actually read because I've been having to do so much stuff around the house. I'm a fast reader, though. Like, if I sit and I, like, get, like, enough time to, like, sit and hyper-focus into the book, I can get... I could finish that in one night.
Alright, so I'm not the only one who feels like, when it comes to reading, there are just certain atmospheres that make it feel more comfortable, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I really wish I had, like, a lamp right by my bed. Like, not... Because I have a lamp close to my computer, like, that I use for extra lighting, but...
But, like a bedside table lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, so, you know, I like, read the books first on my phone as an ebook, and then I'll, like, buy the pretty editions, which I'll actually read. Like, I don't just have those on my shelves. I read them. Those are too expensive to buy it just for a trophy. But it was so hard at the old house to, like, sit and read one of my hard copies, because, like, I could never find somewhere comfortable. Like, this house is so much better because I have, like, the love seat in the computer room that's mostly for Tundra. But I also have, like, a really comfy chair in my bedroom. So I've actually been able to actually sit and go through my bookshelf and, like, re-dive back into some books.
Not gonna lie, so we still have, like, two strands of Christmas lights hanging in our living room. Just, like, they're wrapped up kind of on the curtain rod by the big window. And I've been thinking, what if I just took that down and moved it into my room, hung it, like, behind, well, kind of above my bed? Because they're bright enough that I could still read. It's not like I'd be blind. And it's like, you know...
Honestly, if you did that, they'd just be slightly brighter fairy lights.
Pretty much. And I'm like, honestly? The only thing missing is that, like, they don't have, like, a individual switch, so I just have to plug and unplug it each time. But you know what? I have an outlet on both sides of my bed, so You know, for such a minor inconvenience, I don't see why I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, if it works, it works.
Yeah, I mean, I do wish they had, like, a little light switch or something, but, like I said, minor inconvenience.
We did that here in the living room. My mom had me plug them in to turn on, then unplug them. Though I did have to tell her that half of them had a switch they were all connected to. Because we had them in 2 separate outlets.
So, how has Tundra
She
been?
got a broken...
Oh, no, you finished, then I'll ask.
My mom bought a broken Christmas tree. It glitched.
Alright. That is honestly very unfortunate, but...
No, it was funny. She got one with, like, lights already attached and, like, built into it. Half of them were solid color and the other half were multicolor. And if you change the settings, it would just switch which half was what. It was all supposed to be the same.
Okay, but your way of the tree sounds kind of cool.
I know, it was a funny glitch. It was a funny glitch. I just laughed though because she was so excited for the tree, and then she's just like, "How come I can't get them to be the same color? They're the same color on the box." I'm just like, I think you got a broken one.
So, I was gonna ask, how is Tundra doing with the, like, the medication stuff?
Good. I mean, like, it doesn't, like, calm her completely down so she's not, like, super out of it when she's on it, but it helps mellow her out enough that she's not as panic attack when I have to put her in the crate when I have to leave. Or when I have to lock her in my room because someone's in the house. So it's helping a lot.
Sounds like the dog version of edibles.
Pretty much. Because I do have to wrap the pill in cheese and trick her into eating it.
Alright. Chat, this stream is to celebrate Tundra getting her edibles.
Oh, she's so good. Her paw healed nicely, too. We did have a small scare while her paw was healing, because she... For those who don't know the context, the vet visit was originally to get my dog on anxiety medication. And, also ended up being a bit more because she, bit off over half of her toenail. So I got a pair of dog socks to put over her foot to bring her outside so I didn't have to keep rewrapping it. Those socks made her foot swell up to like triple its size.
How? Why?
I don't know, because like they weren't tight because she could easily slip them off while she was running, and she did it twice. But those socks on her paw for like even an hour, because like I put one over her paw so she could like be without the cone for a bit. I take it off, it's like her paw's like triple the size. And I put it on a different paw to make sure it just wasn't the wound. Nope, that paw also went double the size. It was just like...
It sounds like an allergic reaction.
I don't know. I left a review, just like to give other people the heads up to be careful. Because like no other review mentioned it. And it literally was just like a pair of socks with like a little bit of rubber on the bottom so the dog could have a grip. It wasn't even anything like super fancy. The seller did give me a full refund without me even having to return it. But yeah, I mean, the swelling went down pretty quick, but that I was not prepared to take that sock off and have my dog's paw inflated like a balloon. That caught me so off guard. I was just like, I had to call the vet. I'm just like, my dog's paw's now swollen. Do I need to do anything? 10 years, nothing wrong with this dog. 1 month, 2 months in this house. Tundra has to give me anxiety.
I mean,
Tundra has to give me anxiety and stress.
like mother, like daughter, now you both get anxiety.
Yeah, pretty much. I have a dog with anxiety who gives me anxiety. She's also mad at me today because I stopped her from consuming her kill.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did she kill?
Ended a baby mole.
Huh. Well, good for you, Tundra?
Well, because, like, where we live, there's moles, and sometimes, baby moles accidentally end up topside when there's a lot of snow because they can't tell the difference between snow and dirt. So, yeah, and Tundra likes to think she's a hunting dog. So, she it's the second baby mole she went after. I saved the first. It escaped under the porch. This one, I was too late. And then I made her go inside so I could, put it over the fence because, I don't want to know how her stomach's gonna react to eating that.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
She was so proud of herself, too. She's like, can you just leave the poor baby mole alone?
I had a couple farm cats that used to hunt moles. Hey, Four Leaf, hello, hello, welcome in.
Welcome in, Captain.
Yeah, how you doing, Captain? Oh, and Shell, thank you so much for the stream streak. Is this the torture game you paid for? Yep, this is the one. All for Tundra.
Yep, sir.
Yeah, it's frustrating, but honestly, it's way more enjoyable. Just not listening to the game and just having someone in chat. Like, I would play this game more having someone in chat to just randomly yap about. I don't want to talk about the game, because then that just makes it feel... That makes it feel less fun, like... We're just going over all sorts of random stuff.
We're rambling.
Yeah, rambling.
Going down rabbit holes.
You know, I used to have a pet rabbit.
I did too, and then I had to find the rabbit a new home.
That's kind of how I ended up with mine, because my friend had it, and they had to rehome the rabbit. So that's kind of, how I ended up with the rabbit. Yeah, his name was Easter.
Mine. Aw. I adopted mine from a shelter after 19 years of finally convincing my mom to let me get a rabbit. Because my mom doesn't like rabbits. She's terrified of them. She was attacked by one. Yeah. So, after we got the rabbit, we learned that all of a sudden I have a hay allergy.
Huh.
And rabbits need to eat hay. So I had to rehome the rabbit.
I actually never once fed my rabbit hay.
Apparently they're supposed to have it because it helps with their digestion.
I mean, I could see it.
We had guinea pigs before, and they also had to have hay. But yeah, all of a sudden, yeah, between me turning between me being 19 and turning 18, being 18 and turning 19.
You're de-aging like Benjamin Button.
Yep, I gained a hay allergy, which is ironic because y'all know I grew up in a barn.
That's probably why you developed the allergy.
Maybe. It did give me an excuse not to go to the barn and help out.
And speaking of sick, Captain is currently off work for being sick. So...
Tell whatever you're sick with to go away. Being sick's not allowed.
Yeah, whatever happened to your guinea pigs?
Mine?
Yeah.
They died.
Oh.
Or well, one we had to give to a new... We had to rehome one of them. The multicolored one, because he was a little aggressive, and he was kind of bullying the black one. And the black one was a little easier for me to handle. And I didn't really have enough room to keep them in separate cages.
I get that.
Yeah, and then the black one passed away last year. Well, not last year, the year before last.
Yeah, it still doesn't feel like it's... Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's 2026 yet. But at the same time, it's already been a very long year.
Well, my brain's still trying to, like, backtrack with some stuff because 2025 was a hot mess for me for personal reasons.
Yes. Hot mess summer. Every girl's dream.
The only good thing about everything that happened last year is that it resulted in us getting out of that horrible house.
Yeah, I've heard the stories of that house.
Yeah. So, fun fact, after we moved out, the stove stopped working.
Huh.
And the heat was already starting to stop working as during the weekend we were moving out.
Well, not your problem now.
Yep, that was my reaction. It's like, not our problem.
Alright, ad break will be ending in under 5 seconds. Alright, welcome back from the ads, everyone. Also, I just want to say, I really love my BGM. It was such a good deal, too.
Ooh, we love a deal.
Yeah, I was her, like... I'm pretty sure I was her first, like, commission for BGMs. So I only paid, like, 15 Canadian for it.
It's always fun when, like, you're, like, an artist or, like, someone's one of their first customers. Like, my emote artist, I was one of her early customers, so...
Yeah.
I've been with her as their prices have gone up.
Yeah, I don't know, I find that, like, if you get in, like, early, and you keep going, they're more than willing to keep giving you good deals.
Oh, yeah. They especially, like, if you don't expect it. Because, I mean, there are some people that, like, think they're entitled to that deal. It's just like, nope, we're gonna be loyal, and if our artist gives us a deal for being loyal, we're gonna be super appreciative.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened, like, with my VTuber mama, is I just kind of remained loyal to her and, you know, kept my trust in her even when it was hard to get a hold of her. And now she said that I'm the only one who, like, she'll accept commissions from. So, I mean, unlike Cinder, I call myself the reverse Cinder. I was good and got the exclusive, instead of forcing it.
Oh, yeah?
Although apparently there is more nuance to that whole thing, but not gonna lie, I can't be bothered to read all those documents. That's hundreds of pages.
Yeah.
I just know that basically everyone involved was... They could have been better people.
I will say, like, if I'm working with an artist and, like, it's an artist I've worked with a couple times, and they suddenly, like, are hard to get a hold of, my reaction is more so, are they okay? Did something happen to them?
Yeah, that's kind of where my reaction goes.
Like, but I'm also someone who waited, like, 6 months for an art commission from a super popular artist one time without questioning it. Had no contact during that whole 6 months. Kind of forgot I even made the commission.
Yeah, I'm glad, like, most of the people I commission now, like, I'm a frequent commissioner of, but there's still at least one specific commission I would like to get my hands on. But I don't think I will anytime soon. Although there is a non-zero chance that they are lurking.
There's a couple dream artists of mine that I would love to get something from, but I can never afford it. I'd have to save up for like 2 years to afford it.
Oh jeez. Just how expensive are they?
It's not so much expensive, it's just putting that money aside because, like, I've said before, I have a very limited income each month.
Yep, which I can absolutely relate to that.
Yeah, like, I only, like, I live off of $680 a month, roughly. And at least 40% of that, sometimes even half of it, goes right on to, like, bills and stuff. And then whatever left over, I have to first use on either stuff I need, like, hygiene-wise, or my dog needs, and then whatever left over, which usually isn't very much, is what I use on, like, the fun stuff, like art or my books. So even, like, a $100 or $200 commission, I would need to save up months in advance for.
Well, good thing is, almost every July you get a little bit of art.
Yes, I do, and I'm always appreciative of gift art. Gift art always makes my day. I have every single art I've commissioned or has been gifted is in a folder on my external drive.
Well,
Lights out!
I like getting birthday art with you because it's cool to have found someone with similar interests who's a VTuber and also born, you know, so close together.
I find it fun. I always get excited to see them.
Although I do have something different in mind for this year. Might not do it, or maybe I'll do both.
This year's gonna be interesting for a couple reasons. One, it's the first time that we're gonna have the birthday stream in this house. Two, I'm gonna figure out how to do that because the birthday stream's gonna end up on a Tuesday this year.
Alright. Star, I will need your help for this.
Okay.
So, Panda redeemed beer goggles, which means I have to play the game wearing my beer goggles. Can you keep track of the time for me?
Yeah. How long?
Let's see. I'll probably do 5 minutes.
I'm not your enemy!
I got you, because I got timer on my phone.
Okay. Ow. Well, my headphones kind of covered my mouth. Let's do this. Panda,
Tell me when.
just
And I'll press start.
Panda, just know, if I ever see you in person, I'm hitting you over the head with a coconut. Okay, I guess now.
Alright, we got the timer going. Yeah, the 21st for July this year is on a Tuesday, so it's smack dab in the middle of the week.
Let's see, so if your birthday, the 21st, is on a Tuesday, then that means 22nd is Wednesday, 23rd is a Thursday, 24th is a Friday, so 25th is Saturday.
Yep.
Oh, cool. That means I can do my birthday on a Saturday. Ooh, but what would I do? I'll have to see how much money I have to spend, because after May, I'm planning a second trip.
I have no clue what I'm gonna do. I just know I'm probably gonna have to have that stream either on that Monday or that Friday. Because I gotta wake up at 4 a.m. on Wednesdays, starting in April.
What? Why?
Flea market.
At
You
4
gotta get
a.m.?
Yeah, so the way the flea market works is like first come first serve to get your spot. So we have to like be in line by 5 a.m.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and it doesn't open till 6.
Although, just speaking of flea market, so on Sunday I was actually at a farmer's market and I saw like someone was selling like homemade Dollar Trees and I immediately thought of your treats.
How much were they selling them for? I'm still trying to figure out prices.
I didn't look because I was actually there for a tournament.
Ooh.
Which, by the way, I got first place and I used my store credit to buy an Umbreon a crocheted Umbreon hat.
Nice!
Yeah, which I will be sending to my friend as part of their graduation gift.
Nice.
I know it's sappy to, like, because I like them beyond friend as well, but, like, that doesn't mean I still can't celebrate the fact that she's getting her master's degree, you know?
Yeah, it's a gift to celebrate an accomplishment. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Anything non-Umbreon related I put in there is for the other reason. But all the Umbreon stuff is because it's a master's degree and, like, she just deserves something nice. Yeah, she said she does, I think, around 8 to 10 hours of schoolwork every day. And I do have to scold her every now and then to make sure she takes care of herself. Because last time she overworked...
What is taking care of yourself?
Last time she overworked herself, she had to go get treatment because she developed cysts on her wrist.
Oof.
Yeah, and, like, she does art. So, you know, not being able to properly draw, like... Yeah, no. I'm not gonna let her suffer like that. Although there is a cute little story, I think it was August. I was in another tournament, a bigger one with a cash prize. and I got over $100 for getting second that I sent to her for her treatment. Because I could tell, like, you know, not being able to do the thing you love, or at least not as much, it's just upsetting, you know?
Yeah, it sucks.
And while she doesn't, like, she said she didn't necessarily need the money, it does, like, reduce the financial burden.
Alright, beer goggles is over.
Ow, 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 ow. Okay,
Yeah,
goggles are
I need to
off.
see-
Now I
okay,
can
there.
actually get my headphones back on, and put my glasses on, and I can actually see with my right eye instead of having my glasses, headphones, and the goggles.
Aries has turned my chair away from the computer, so... he's not letting me turn it back.
My eye is, like, watering from having everything pressed against it.
Oof, that's not good. Aries, I need to face towards the screen, honey. We need to face this way. Thank
How
you.
old is Aries now? Should be a few months.
I think it's like 7 or 8 months. He was born June 3rd.
Aw. I mean, still just a little puppy. But then again, all dogs are puppies.
Yeah, considering Tundra's 10 years old and people think she a puppy. I tell them how old she is, they go, no. I'm just like, yeah. She elderly dog. She's no puppy.
How long do huskies usually live? She has a husky, right? I didn't just...
she's a purebred.
Okay.
Average husky lifespan is 12 to 16 years.
Alright, so yeah, she's still in good health.
Oh, she's in great health. Like people aren't, like, when people, like, are in disbelief, like, the groomers and stuff, it's not even, like, all dog is puppy. Mine's that it's, there's no way she's 10. She doesn't look old.
And she certainly doesn't act her age.
No. She's calmer and more mellow than an average husky. Like, she'd rather be laying in my bed than being outside. Okay, he's more of a snow dog than she is, and he's a mini Aussie poo. He's an Australian Shepherd poodle, and he was harder to get inside than her with all the snow. You know, she just looks young for her age.
She acts her paw size, not her age.
Yep. She also put on weight recently because she used to be underweight because, like, all the stress in that house. Like, she was so stressed out in that old house. Like, she was skin and bones no matter how much we fed her. So she's finally 50 pounds, which is, like, the healthy weight for a husky.
Oh, good. Good for her.
So, yeah, she's put on weight. She now doesn't look like we starve her. But yeah, no, Aries is still a baby. He loves the barn. He just came home from the barn. He goes every day.
Aw, field trip to the barn.
Yeah. Well, because that's why I convinced Mom to get him, because I knew, like, between... Like, I wasn't quite sure about the poodle part of him, but Australian Shepherds are good barn dogs.
Hey, Mordecai, thank you so much for following. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, like Australian Shepherds are good barn dogs, good off-leash dogs. So yeah, he's 2/3 mini Aussie and 1/3 poodle. All attitude.
Greeting from Vens, is the game good? Well, that depends on how you want me to analyze the game.
Oh my god, Aries! There's not enough room on here for your fat butt.
This is not my kind of game. Not because it's a rage bait game, but because I am definitely a controller player, and this is basically strictly a mouse game. So, the controls are already not doing me any favors. But
This dog is trying to kick me off my own computer chair.
Like, the game is well made, and for what they wanted it for, yes, it is very good. It's just not for me specifically. When I say I'm having fun, from the game itself strictly, no. But as a whole for the stream, like, because I've got my music playing, I've got chat, I've got Star here. Like,
I'm gonna BRB real quick. I'm gonna go put him in the living room and get Tundra in here.
Alright. So, like, the experience itself is, like, with all these other things, yes, it's a good time. So if you're looking for, like, a challenging kind of game, this is definitely one I can recommend. It does exactly what it wants to do. So, again, it just comes down to whether or not it's a game that you yourself want to play. Like, Panda here, if he is still around, he very much likes this game. This is his kind of game, so he would definitely say he enjoys it a lot.
Alright, we are back, and the Miss Tundra is in the room now.
Hi, Tundra. Man, I wish I could put Tundra cam on, but to get all that set up would just be a pain.
Yeah, because I was about to say, like, I could just plug in the webcam and have the Tundra cam be connected to Discord.
Yeah, but then, like, I still need to set up, like, a specific source to capture that and make sure, like, it works.
Next time.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll collab again. Finally got the gaming computer. I can finally do collabs. We're supposed... You know, last year was supposed to be my year of collabs. And then so much happened offline that I can't say any of it on stream. So this is the year where y'all get to drag me into all these Steam collab games.
Honestly, I am down to do some kind of collab in July. You know, like, as a joint birthday thing.
Yeah, we can plan something. I got nothing planned so far. I usually wing it. Once the month comes, I just kind of wing the plan.
And maybe I'm tripping, but doesn't Nemo have a birthday in July?
Yes.
Alright, can we drag them into something?
Most likely, because I normally drag Nemo into the birthday collab anyway.
Alright. Nemo, I don't know if you're lurking, but if you are, you're being kidnapped by 2 people this year.
Yeah, so, fun fact, Nemo gave Star her birthday.
Well, isn't that fun, lore?
Yep. And that's because the actual day that I was born, the face behind Star, is not a day I associate with good memories. So we wanted to have the birthday stream to be fresh from bad memories.
Totally
if that
valid.
makes sense. So Nemo offered their birthday for Star to share with them.
Honestly, my birthday is... I literally chose it because it's my birthday and I didn't want to have to remember even more dates.
See, in my case, I do everything to kind of forget the actual day I was born. I don't celebrate it on that day. I actually look more forward to the Star birthday stream than my actual birthday. They're in the same month, though.
I do remember that. I think you mentioned the actual day once.
If I mentioned it, I probably said that it's in early July, and it's still under the Cancer star sign, because I don't have the actual date anywhere.
Yeah, like, I remember you briefly mentioning it on stream once. Which is how I knew,
Yeah.
like, it was, like, that one was early July, but as far as I'm aware, that date doesn't actually exist.
Yep.
But as a fun fact, my mom is a Cancer. In more ways than one.
Cannot tell if I should snicker.
Oh no, you can absolutely snicker. I will roast my mom publicly, like, on stream.
Well, I wasn't sure if, like, you were saying a Cancer in more ways than one meant, like, actual Cancer and not the star sign.
I mean, she is a Cancer star sign. She's a Cancer of a person, and she probably has cancer. We can only pray for that. And yes, I know my stream is like a positive place, but it is always acceptable to not enjoy, like, you can wish harm upon actual bad people.
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite country songs. I'll pray for you. I'll pray a flower pot falls from a windowsill and hits you in the head like I liked. You just pray that bad things happen to the bad person. Let
Exactly.
karma do its magic.
Yeah.
Hi, Tundra. That's right, this stream's for you, honey.
Yeah, hi Tundra.
Alright, let's get the treat jar, because these are Tundra's treats, they're not Aries treats.
Honestly, maybe I
Right.
should try making some of those treats, because my building does have a few dogs.
Oh, they're quite simple. I can send you the book I use, but I can also mention the ones that I've been doing myself from that book.
Probably, like, the recipes you've been using, at least as a start, but, like, depending on what all is in the book, I could definitely get, like, the book itself later on.
Yeah, no, there's a lot in the book. I've been focusing on, like, certain ones that don't seem too hard, like, the ones that I've been getting really good at is the apple cinnamon cookies, which is just a cup of applesauce, 2 cups of oat flour, an egg, and a teaspoon of ground cinnamon.
Honestly, a cookie like that is probably safe for human consumption easily.
Oh yeah, all of these you could eat. They don't taste good, but you could eat them.
I mean, what you described doesn't necessarily sound bad. I just can't eat applesauce anymore.
Yeah, I also have Tundra's staring at me because I'm holding the cookies. Sweet potato apple, which is a cup of mashed sweet potato, and I put some apple slices in a blender and I crushed them, so some apple chunks, an egg, and 2 cups of oat flour. And then the one that I more so did as an experiment on a whim because I was bored, the strawberry blueberry cookie. A handful of mashed strawberries, a handful of mashed blueberries, an egg, and 2 cups of oat flour.
I mean, none of these necessarily sound awful. I just know, like, I can't eat applesauce anymore. I used to eat it quite a bit for breakfast I would do applesauce, and, like, I would mix cinnamon into it. But then, after months where I had to basically only eat applesauce, it gets associated with some trauma, so it's no good.
Understandable.
And then blueberries just make me fart. I don't even know why, because I don't think there's anything in a blueberry specifically that should cause, like...
It could just be your body.
Yeah.
Like, your body could just, like, that's just how it reacts to blueberry. I did the strawberry blueberry one because, like, I did the smoothie version of it because I've been also doing some, like, ice cube treats for the dogs because Aries fucking loves the frozen ones. Tundra doesn't really care for them unless it smells like peanut butter. but he really loved the fruity smoothie kind of ones. So I'm just like, what if I did this as a cookie?
And
I also wanted to try to make a pink cookie, but I haven't tried to make dog safe food dye yet. So I figured might as well work with something that's gonna turn out pink anyway, the strawberries.
I'm being asked if I was at Willy Wonka's. No. I had a titanium frame screwed into my skull.
That does not sound comfortable.
It was horrible. And the reason I could tell I have trauma is because I still dream about it sometimes. And one time, I literally woke up, and I was, like, unscrewing and taking it out of my head.
Ugh. Tell your dreams no.
I will say,
Tell
though,
your nightmares no thank you.
on the topic of, like, Willy Wonka, the Wonka movie from 2024, actually not bad. Even though it came from that weird era where everyone started making, like, prequels and stuff that didn't need to be made, this is actually one that you could, I would say, is good, if you like musicals. Yeah, Mordecare. I called you Mordecai because I didn't see the R at the end, so that's my bad. But, were you there when Ven was doing the Wonka, like, watch party thing? Because that was my first experience with the movie. And honestly, I had such a great time. Ven has good taste. Ben, if you happen to be lurking, just know that I very much appreciated that. And honestly, you were also my first time watching Beetlejuice. So yeah, based movie choices there. The FNAF movies? I will not be watching the FNAF movies. I am sorry about that. But I do know they're good. Hi Shing, hi. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing? We've got Star here, who is currently with Tundra. I think she's still giving her a treat.
I gave her one. I gave her a strawberry blueberry one.
Yay.
Yeah, she has her own treat jar.
Honestly, I should probably get like a specific jar. And like, cause Melanie has treats, right? And even like, I actually have a cat treat redeem that people can do. And, you know, maybe I should just like, get like a jar because it'll make it easier if I have it right on the desk.
Yeah, that was my idea with Tundra's treat jar. I mean, like, it's a proper jar now. Before it was a milk bone container that they already came in that I just kept reusing.
Alright,
we have another treat jar next to the slider door that has like the general treats for both dogs.
Alright, well,
this one's just
Shing redeemed cat treat. So let's do it. Alright, Melanie, honey. There you are. Yeah, sorry to wake you up from your nap, but someone redeemed cat treat for you. Oh, and look at you. Alright, Melanie has been given a cat treat, and she is so well behaved, she even knows that she has to sit before I give her the treat.
Oh, I tried to make cat treats. Because I really wanted to try to make them, and really wanted to make something so my sister-in-law could give her cat, because her cat's allergic to chicken. So I was trying to make like salmon, tuna, cat treats, and it did not go well at all.
How bad was
complete? It was real. I had to throw the whole thing out. It was that bad.
We have a question in chat. Why do teachers have to go on power trips, requiring you to print an assignment on the paper in the year of our Lord 2026? And Shin says, alright, have a good stream. Thank you, Shin. Thanks for popping by. Melanie says thank you.
Then go to bed.
Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way.
You see, I would say the answer to that question is because teachers might realize not everyone has access to a computer, but then I'm just like, but you would need access to a computer to print something out, so that can't be it.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a thing called online submissions, and pretty much every campus I know of now...
Actually, I think the answer has to go back to what we were talking about way earlier. If you have to print it out, you can't use AI to answer everything for you. You have to write it out. Because isn't that like a big issue in schools? Like a lot of like students in college and middle school and high school are trying to like use Chat PDD to answer all the school assignments for them.
I mean... Oh, hi Melanie. You're on the desk. Alright, this is Melanie's stream.
Do the assignment and then print it, or print out the assignment to like fill in? Like a worksheet.
I miss worksheets.
Honestly, the only thing I miss about school is pottery class. Oh yeah, then I don't know. Maybe the teacher doesn't have access to a computer outside of school.
Then why are they a teacher in the first place?
They won't get hired anywhere else?
But they get hired, like, toward, like, at a college or university, or, like, a trade school. Like, they have higher standards. Oh, alright.
Yeah, I'm at a loss. Though my motto is always never do the homework.
I mean,
I'm a horrible example.
I was raised in the era of do tomorrow, do tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, I was so bad about actually getting my homework done that my high school, after like junior year and senior year, they just gave me a self-study class to do my homework in at school. Because they knew I wasn't gonna do it at home.
Oh, that feel good, Melanie, getting all the rubs and attention?
I don't know, when I'm home, I don't want to do schoolwork.
Honestly, if I had homework, I had to do it, like, right that day, or bad things would happen.
Yeah, I just ended up doing it the day it was assigned to my self-study class, because my self-study class was usually at the end of the day. Before then, I just didn't do it at all. I was a horrible example of a student. I graduated with D's and a few F's.
See? This is why we compliment each other, because I was like the exact opposite.
See, this is why I skipped college. Like, I barely graduated high school. If I went to college, I would have flunked out and been in debt that wasn't worth it.
Honestly, these days, college and university isn't about the education, it's just about spending tens of thousands of dollars to make connections. And even then, there's no guarantee you'll make any connections.
Yeah, unfortunately.
This is why I'm kinda glad I ended up on the route I am.
Though, there are a couple colleges right now that are, like, really esteemed ones that are waiving tuition. Like, I mean, you still have to get, like, the GPA and all that, but, like, I'm pretty sure, I know Yale was doing this last year, but I'm pretty sure they're still doing it. You can go to Yale for free right now. Free room and board, too.
Honestly, I do, like, because of how disability works here, I actually have some, tuition money that comes from being on disability I could use. But, if I'm doing that, like, I'm only gonna take, you know, maybe one class?
Yeah, see, that's what, like, didn't appeal to me about college, is, like, my brain is very, like, if I'm not interested in the subject, I don't want to put any effort into it. And there's always those, like, you go in for one thing, and then it's just like, here's the required classes you need to take to graduate, that half the time have nothing to do with what you're trying to major in.
Yeah, that's literally what roughly the first 2 years of class or so are worth. Like...
Yeah, I would flunk out. Like, that was what made me struggle in school, is like, if I'm not interested, my brain wants to do anything else.
Yeah, those breath requirements, they honestly suck. And I will say this very openly, is that these institutes are not, like, learning institutes. They're just businesses.
I've learned more online, just by word of mouth, than I learned in school.
Alright, well, since I'm probably not gonna be playing any more of the game because of this little Miss Kitty here, I am going to switch to my bedroom. And then... I will close the game. And now we'll just hang out for a bit. If I could adjust the category. Okay. There we go. So, here's a good question. With games coming out this year, what are some games you're looking forward to? Even if you can't get them, like, right on release?
I'm not sure. I haven't really been paying attention to what's coming out this year.
I mean,
I know there's a couple games I thought have been cute, but they're not games I can play.
Like, I know the two of us, we both are interested in Dragon Quest. That's a given.
Yes. Which I really hope we get some news on Dragon Quest 12 this year.
Hey, Christian Dude 2000. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Let's see, Captain says he was gonna get Yakuza 3 Remaster, but they made way too many design choices that deviate from the original. I haven't paid too much attention on the specifics, but I did actually hear about that. And then Vi is saying Pokemon Champions. Hey, Fluff! Hello, hello! Welcome in, happy to have you here. Yeah, by St. Pokemon Champions, which I could very much see them shadow dropping that on the 27th.
What event is coming out this year?
It's been pretty good today, Fluff. And then Captain's saying there's some indie games he's been eyeballing. For me, one game that I'm really looking into is Yoshi and the Mysterious Book.
I know Nemo's looking forward to the Fatal Frame 2 remake.
I haven't really paid much attention to that. I'll be honest, I didn't even know about it.
It's a horror game. It involves a camera. Ghosts and a camera.
That sounds familiar. I might have heard of, like, the first Fatal Frame. Melanie's just all flat. Also full of static.
Static is my worst enemy.
Oh, loving the avatar? It's too cool. It's like got a rhythm with the tism kind of vibe. Oh yeah, no. That is absolutely something I would do. I actually have been rizzing someone. And it's not going terrible, in all honesty. At the very least, she likes and trusts me enough. I mean, I have her... Like, she is a VTuber I met, but I have her name, her address, and her phone number now. So, like, if that isn't some degree of trust, I really don't know what is, you know? Yes, I do have your name, address, and phone number. I've slept in your bed. Which sounds very weird to say.
Yes, it does.
But I promise you it does make sense. So, a few summers ago, before my dad bought air conditioning for our place, it got so hot here that, like, I was actually hospitalized. So, pretty much. It's a long story, requires Muppets. Are we like best friends? Actually, yes. We are best friends. We've known each other since not actually even before high school. Technically junior high. But no, it was a very hot summer. And I had been hospitalized, so I ended up staying with them and, like... We were, we chilled in the basement. Melanie was terrified and just stayed under the bed the whole time. But because I also have, like, a very bad body at the time... Well, I mean, I still do, but my body was, like, super awful. To prevent me from having pains, they let me use their bed, and then they just took the couch downstairs. It was a nice few days during that heat wave. That was the summer where sidewalks were, like, crumbling and collapsing. Things were melting onto the roads. Like, it was awful. I think we might have did a little bit of Mario Kart. And I remember I played some Smash. Because, Kazuya had been released in the DLC pass. There shouldn't be any ads. Is anyone else experiencing ads right now?
I'm not. Yeah, I just looked through a list. I don't think there's anything coming out that I am going to be getting.
Yeah, I don't know why Fluff has it, but cursor's acting up as a hammer now? Yes, you can... I have an extension, so the cursor on stream, if you're on, like, desktop, will turn into a hammer, and it makes a sound effect and everything. So I can get bonked. You know what? Let's look up what games are coming out. I'm gonna just go with the Switch 2 and see. Let's see, Switch 2 Games 2026.
Yeah, if I was getting a Switch 2, I'd probably be looking forward to Pokepita, the little slice of life thing with the Ditto. But since I'm not getting the Switch 2, I get to live through that with anyone else playing it.
I mean, I'll probably grab that, so you can live through it with me.
Exactly. Yeah,
All
it
right.
really isn't anything. I mean, I'll buy the Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined eventually this year, but I mean, that's already released.
Yeah. Alright, loading. Oh yeah, Pokemon XG and Pokemon Coliseum might be coming
this
to
just means
Switch
that
too.
maybe I can get through my backlog. Not bad.
Yeah, I'm excited for some of the possible, like, things that they could put on NSO. But let's just go through, like, the actual games, not the NSO. What's your favorite game, Fluff? Tell us. Okay, let's see. Tamagotchi Life? I mean, it looks cute, I might grab that. Mario Tennis Fever is coming out very soon. Tomorrow, actually. Let's see, there's Pokemon Pokopia, that's one. There's a Goat Simulator 3? I didn't even know they made a Goat Simulator 2, I'll be honest.
I was about to say, I should be surprised, because, like, I don't remember there being a second one, but at the same time, I'm not surprised. Do you know there's a second Gremlins movie? And they want to make a third? There's a Gremlins 2.
Somehow I'm not surprised. Alright, Fluff says, alright, but don't judge me, it's Zenitsu no Starfy 5 or Legendary Starfy on the DS. I actually have that game on my shelf behind me. If I had like a proper capture card, I would totally stream that, because it was a lot of fun. I have almost 100% on that file. I'm missing literally just one thing, which I haven't gone to, like... I haven't loaded up the game to get. But I could. Huh, there's gonna be a Snoopy game.
I mean, one of my top favorite games for life is Hamtaro Ham Heartbreak. Can't judge anyone when that's one of my top favorite games.
I mean, if we're gonna talk Hamtaro, give me just a moment. Bippity boppity boo.
I will say, if the one way to get the Switch 2 on my plan to buy list instantly would be if they remake the Hamtaro games. I would buy it if they remade the Hamtaro games, but that ain't never happening.
Yeah, very unlikely. It would be cool though, don't get me wrong.
But yeah. Oh, definitely, but we have a better chance of them putting Final Fantasy 16 on the Switch 2 than we do of that.
Alright, so click that. Then click this. click that I said. Accept my clicking. There. Alright. Let's keep looking at some of the other games. I wish I was more of a Steam player, because there are some fun games on Steam from what I've seen. But, unfortunately, just with the amount of things that have, like, they're exclusively mouse and keyboard, I do miss out on a lot.
I feel that. I'm a console gamer. Like, getting the computer we have for stream now, that's my first time ever having, like, a gaming computer. Like, I'd never really had a computer where I could, like, really play Steam games on. I do wish more had controller support, because I can't have my hands rest comfortably on the keyboard. It's not comfortable.
Yeah, no, I completely understand that. And, like, I have bone defects in my hand, so that makes it even less fun.
Yeah, it's probably even more uncomfortable for you. Yeah.
Let's see. I don't think there's any upcoming Kirby games. But, like, there's no shortage. Maybe eventually I'll buy the upgrade for Kirby and the Forgotten
Kirby
Land.
Party game. I haven't played it yet, though.
Dream Buffet?
Do it. Yeah, Dream Buffet.
Yeah, I got that one. It's super cute. I just wish more people played it.
I got it because someone wanted people to play it with. Yeah.
We should definitely play it.
I got it because it was on sale and I had a gift card, and I got it because I forget who, but someone had it and they wanted more people to play it with, and that person never made a game for it, so it's just sitting on my Switch.
Alright, well that's something that we can definitely play together.
Yeah, no, like, I literally got it to play with people.
Oh hey, I wonder if I could get any rewards with my platinum points, because I've got a bunch of those. I could get the bandana.
On the mention of Steam, I kind of forgot I bookmarked a horror game. I kind of completely forgot about this. Have you ever wanted a game that was like Disney graphics but horror?
Oh, I know the one you're talking about. I can't remember who it was, but
Like
I saw someone playing it, and
yeah. Yeah, Bye Sweet Carol. I think I forgot about it because I wishlisted it before it was released.
no, that would totally make sense.
Happens a lot.
Hey, I will say though, we are hitting the 2-hour mark, and I actually have a second stream later today. So we'll probably get ready to wrap things up. Star, do you have anyone in mind that you would like to raid?
I suck at raiding.
I mean, honestly, just look at your list of
I've
who's
been
on.
very lazy on it. See, that's why I've been so lazy, because, like, I have Amelie on, Doki Bird, My Malicious, like, I have, like the only people on are like Pokemon channels. It's like really big people. Like you gotta be like bold as fuck to raid. I don't got like anyone I actually know on.
I mean, do some of those channels even allow for raids?
I don't know. I've never tested it. That's why I've been so bad at raids. Cause like anytime I look, it's just like I'm too much of a baby. Stranger danger.
Ah. Doki is followers only, chat. That's a
Yeah,
shame.
for Dokibird that makes sense. Dokibird probably has it set that way, just like probably because like of harassers. Because of all the Niji drama.
And then you also mentioned Lime Malicious. They actually...
Yeah, they are live.
And they actually do allow it. Or at least it looks like it. They're playing that new Mugenics game, and it says they're a cozy person. So I mean, you know what? Let's do it. I'll just wait for the ad.
You're braver than me. You're braver than me. I am a scaredy cat.
Alrighty, so I'll just wait for the ads to go through.
Oh, this was fun, Pinky. Thank you for doing this and for letting me hang out while you do this.
It was a really good time, and I'm glad that like we managed to help Tundra get what she needed. Because
same. I am extremely thankful for that.
Yeah, not gonna lie, Captain, he was just base.
Yes, very appreciative. I thanked him a lot. No, just being able to like for that to be as successful as it was, and just to pay that down in full, that was such a huge relief.
Yeah, everyone definitely go check him out. He deserves at least like some love or something. Alright, so the non-subscribers can use that raid message. The subscribers get to use this one. And then /raid Lime Malicious. Alright, let's go say hello. Thank you everyone for coming out. We had a wonderful time. Tundra's feeling better. Star is awesome. Definitely make sure to go check out her stuff later on. And I'll be back in a couple hours or so for the second stream where I'll be doing a repo collab. And well, make sure you put your points towards the big channel goal where I will open a PO box. Alright. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a wonderful time. See you in a few hours.